We are back with Systems of Equations and we're going to do the theory. This video will be split into two parts, one for task 1 and the other one for task 2. If you have the answers to this paper, I think you don't really need to watch this because the answer explains everything, but if you don't, then watch it. If you're confused about the answers, you can also watch this video. This is my weekend homework, so I haven't done most of it, so I'm just going to record me doing my homework, basically, and explaining as I go. So here's the map, and then here's the equations. I'm going to identify the equations first. This one's going to be a circle because x squared plus y squared equals anything. It's going to be a circle. This one is a quadratic because of x squared. This one is, if you don't know why this is a hyperbola, just look at the map. You have one hyperbola and one straight line graph. Certainly this one is a straight line graph because it follows y equals mx plus c. Your gradient is 10 over 3 and your c intercept is 14. Therefore this will be a hyperbola. It also is a hyperbola because you can split 80 over x into 1 over x times 80 over 1. Therefore y equals 1 over x as a hyperbola, and then the y-intercept doesn't matter because that's your up and down movement. So once you identify the equations, we're going to do task 1. We need to find the two intersections. So that would be the parabola and the straight line graph, and then the circle and the straight line graph. And it also says, state their position relative to the center of the round island. So this is the round island. So I northeast, southwest. This point would be north to the round island, and then this point would be northwest to the round island. So now we can begin doing point A. I'm going to do point A first. So two equations, y equals 1/5 x squared plus 14, and then y equals 10 over 3 x squared plus 14. I'm going to feed y into y. You can feed the other one into the bottom one if you want. 10 over 3x squared plus 14 equals to 1/5 x squared plus 14. Now I'm going to move everything to one side. I'm going to move this to this side so I can avoid getting my a value to be negative, because if you move that across to the left, it will become negative. So I get 0 equals 1/5 x squared. Now that move over will be minus 14, and 14 minus 14 is just 0. So we don't need to write that. That move over there to the left, no, to the right, will be minus 10 over 3x squared. Now, graphical calculator, using equations, polynomial degree 2, you should get a equals 0.2 or 1/5, b equals minus 3.333 or 10 minus 10 over 3, c equals 0. Therefore, when you solve that, you get x equals 16.666 or x equals 0. Now, x would equal to 0 because you can assume that this line here x equal to 0. Therefore, this point is going to be the y-intercept. And it also, when x equals 0, it will also be north to the round island. North to the round island. And if it was 16.6666, it will go in a diagonal line to wherever that point is, which will be further right. So therefore, you have to write a sentence or two sentences on why x equals 0 is, which, like this. If we assume point B is a y-intercept, the vertical line must be x equal to 0. It also means the point will be directly north to the round island. And now we come back here. We're going to write the final coordinate of point A 0, 14. Now I got 14 because when you know that y-intercept, it intersects at that area, and we know that is 14 from the equation, from this equation, because that's the intercept. And you can also plot in x equal to 0 to one of these equations to get y value as well, which if you do it for both of them, you should get x equal to 0. No, y equals to 14. So that is point A. We're going to do point B next. Let's do point B. And that's the circle formula and the straight line formula, which is x squared plus y squared equals 25, and y equals 10 over 3x plus 14. I'm going to feed y into y squared, so we get x squared plus 10 over 3x plus 14 squared equals 25. I'm going to split the brackets. And then expand the brackets. Now I'm going to convert the fractions into decimals. So x squared plus 12.111 plus 46.66666 x plus another one plus another 46.6666 plus 196. 196 is from 14 times 14, by the way. Now we're going to add combine like terms. Actually, it's not even 12.1, it's 11.1. And then you plus the 1, you get 12.1. Point 3 x plus 196 equals 25. Now we move the 25 over. We get 12.1 squared plus 93.3 x plus, so that'll be 196 minus 25, 171. 171 equals 0. Now we go to graphical calculator and use the equations. Polynomial degree 2. A will be 12.1. And then B would be 93.3. And then C would be 171. So let's do that. and you should get x equals to minus 3 or x equals minus 4.71 or around 4.71. Now what we're going to do is put x into one of the equations and we get y value. So let's do that. Let's substitute into the straight line equation. So that'll be y equals 10 over 3 times negative 3 plus 14. So this is when x equals to negative 3. And then use the calculator. You should get 4. And then when x equals minus 4.71, you get y equals 10 over 3 times minus 4.71 plus 14. Using the calculator. You get minus 1.7. The correct answer is minus 3 and 4, because when you look at this circle, point B is northwest to the round island, or the upper left, the top left. Therefore, when you have a t-graph, the top left has negative x values and positive y values. Therefore, negative 3 and 4 is the correct answer, because x is negative 3, and y is positive 4. So that's why negative 3 and 4 is correct. The other point, negative 4.71 and negative 1.7, will not be there because both negative x and y is down here. So the correct answer and the correct point is negative 3, 4. So you write something like this. Because point B is northwest or in the top left position to round island, the correct answer is negative 3 and not 5. It's 4. Because the top left of a t-graph is when x is negative and y is positive. And that's for task 1. We'll do task 2 for theory in the next video. Thank you.